And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the top. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He's looking to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receiver's got to make the catch.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Carr. Floats it out in space. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Green. Catch in the middle. It's Stevens. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Going for 6. Give him 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They'll line up to go for 2. Gets the back moving. And they're able to get him on the ground.
We know this quarterback is dynamic with his running ability, and on the 2-point attempt, they tried to use his legs to get it in, but the defense was there to stop him short.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Love. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. They'll try it over the left side. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Send that offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Green. Under fire. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
That keeps the score Arkansas 36.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Young. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Love. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Green. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo.
It's caught. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stevens. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. To throw, it's Green. And the defense on him, and he will go down, sacked on the 2-point try. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Love. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to convert from the wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Bob. Shakes off the defender. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the wildcat.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. A first down for the offense. Back to throw, it's Carr. He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point after.
He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's live. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking to throw, it's Green. Skips away from pressure. Got it behind the line, it's Green. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Rifles it down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Unleashes one. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. From the gun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 8 over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish, back on offense. On the move, it's Love. Gets it out to the 20 after he pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Carr. Grabbed over the middle, it's Love. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that, Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the run, it's Bob. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
To the air, it's Carr. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going to try to get it himself. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick this one away.
Oh, better look out!
The return runs it out to the 32. And the Notre Dame offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Carr. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They go to the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Defense looks like they're coming. On the direct snap, it's Love. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Green. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run the toss. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Green. Looking to scramble. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
Pulls it in. It's Anthony. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high indeed. He's got it down the right side. Finds a seam. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. Time to take a shot. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do. Back to throw, it's Green. Oh, they're after him! The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. If one of their goals was to get off to a great start, That goal was not met. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Duke Blue Devils offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here? Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Green. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
And the incomplete. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Catch in the middle. It's Stevens. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Green. Release to the back. Touchdown, Arkansas! Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll let it go to the left. Oh, and he toasts the coverage. Got it deep downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score. And the Razorbacks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. He'll start this drive firing. The short hands, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got a man, it's Green. Moves it out to the 34-yard line, a nice 15-yard gain on that one. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Going to the backfield, it's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Green. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. That's caught, it's Brown. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Going to look downfield again. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Now he's looking into the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Stevens. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody
makes a grab past the marker. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air, it's Green. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss...
Touchdown, Arkansas!
All right, let's get it. Right.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Stevens. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Green. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Let's it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that